Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy P-Lot, aka the Brick Slinger. And guess what? Your boy got something to say. Now, I know some of y'all probably be checking out your TikToks and some YouTube and stuff, but there's a woman, a Somalian woman in America, that got hit in the face with a brick by a dude who did not get her number. Rock with me for a minute. Y'all probably know, but for those who don't know, like the people from the back, let me talk to y'all. So this woman got hit in the face with a brick, right? And she gets on her joint telling like she want to tell it, you know. So she just going on that mug and be like, all these men out here and all these black men out here, and she got this big fat knot growing in her face, and like, I got hit in the face with a brick, and none of these men help, none of these black men help. I need y'all to be men. Y'all need to help us. And then she goes on in the ER or some hospital and be like, why can't black men help? While her stuff is growing. So according to her narrative, she just got hit in the face with a brick because a dude didn't accept no, because she didn't give her number to him. However, there's more to the story. There was two guys in that video that she was saying that she got hit in the face with a brick and nobody helped her. Those two men was on another video basically telling their side of the story, which only to find out that this woman is not as innocent as she pushed herself out to be. In fact, it turns out that she's the instigator. She's the agitator. It was one thing if a dude get upset because, a woman said, no, I'm not giving you my number. It's another thing when you're not getting the number, but you getting slapped in the face. You getting ridiculed and getting smacked in the face and then walk away twerking. Then you go ahead and go and get another female only to find yourself getting hit in the face with a brick. And then other guys that kind of was there are coming out the woodwork saying, hey, this is the case. This chick is not innocent. She's not a victim. She's not a victim. Here's my thing. They calling it the BRICKGATE. I think that's a dope album title. I might keep that in mind. But I got to be careful though, because since this word is being used for something else, it'll be impossible to use that word for something else. But that's just for another conversation. But back to this one. Here's my thing. Number one, I want every last person that's watching this to know that I do not believe in just randomly hitting a chick. As a man, it's not cool for a man to just hit a chick. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in this, if anything, I'm come from the class of, if you've been hit back. If someone hits you, you hit them back. I come from the class of, fighting. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I don't want to go down that road and be like, so I'm not a fighter and all that stuff. That's not the case. But when it comes to women and domestic violence and stuff for women, I don't believe that man should. I strongly believe that a man should not hit a woman However, I also believe that a woman should not even put her hands on a man and expect him not to fight back or expect him not to hit back. So like I said, come from that class of if you've been hit, you hit back. I also come from that class of you been hit, tail. It's a different ball game. So to say that, to say this. If this woman is going out on her own stuff, her own page, and just talking bad about men, degrading men, being a straight misandrist, and then have the audacity to hit a man and walk away like it's cool, that's an issue. That is an issue. Why is it an issue? Because it's already bad enough to be men in this society. Straight men, straight black men in this society. And yet here comes someone who think they can take advantage of just slap a dude and walk away like he's not going to respond. Now the brick situation is a little bit extra because most women, sometimes it don't even have to take a brick to hit a woman, to hurt a woman. As men being the quote unquote strongest species out of mankind, out of the two gender species, you don't have to take a break to do all that. I can understand why he did what he did. It was one thing, like I say, it was one thing to be rejected or getting the number. It's another thing to be physically assaulted. And many people will probably say, well, if she's a woman and women are weaker than men, why would he hit her? Why would he hit her? Why couldn't he just restrain her and stuff like that? As much as I hear all that, here's the issue. Even if you hold her hand from hitting you, block her hand from hitting you, whatever the case may be, she gonna end up being more hurt than you. She gonna end up being hurt more than the dude, because even though he's blocking, every time she swings with all the great capacity of her swinging, if he's blocking her stuff, she ends up getting hurt even more because he's in defense. It's ridiculous up to this point for a woman to just hit a dude and expect the dude not to be hit her back. And yeah, there's laws prevent men from hitting a woman, because domestic violence is crazy. It is crazy. It exists. And then to top it all off, let's keep this in mind. There's a lot of dudes that's being abused by women just as much or even more than women being abused by men. The thing of it is, most dudes ain't reporting it. Most dudes not reporting being abused by their own woman. And many people only want to focus on women being abused by their men. But what about the men being abused by their woman? And then, before folks start getting at me like, but this, no. It's how men there's many abuse for men that's worse than women being abused. Why? Because a man can be physically abused, he can be mentally abused, he can be emotionally abused, and he definitely can be financially abused. If a man and woman get married, she files for divorce and takes pretty much all that he has. That's abuse. And if there's kids involved, And she not only want child support, but she want child support upon child support. And if this chick was, let's say they were married, and she want child support, she got other kids by other dudes, and she'll get the dude that's making the most money, and not only making the most money, but take care of his kids, and will use the child support of that dude to dibble it up for the rest of the kids, because the other kids' fathers are not doing much, or either they're not making enough, or they're not paying child support. But this is the type of stuff that goes on in this world. But the problem is we only putting a magnifying glass on one particular thing. We're putting the spotlight on one particular thing, as opposed to focusing on everything that is connected to this one little thing. Like this one, like back to this young lady. She going out here. Remember, she's showing how she's a misandry. She's showing how much she has hatred towards men. She's showing y'all. It's all up in her page. And that all of that is before she got hit by a brick. Do I say she deserved it? Not really. But she had it coming. I don't believe in all that karma stuff, but I definitely believe in what goes around comes around. And believe it or not, it's a problem. It's a problem. But all that to say that everybody needs Jesus. That lady needs Jesus. The dude that hit her with a brick needs Jesus. And pretty much everybody that believed that she's the victim needs Jesus. And at the same time, those who was like, I don't even want to be a part of it, need Jesus. Because think about what I'm about to say. When you go out telling, ladies, this is a very important lesson. When you go out telling people that you don't need a man, and you put yourself in a situation with a man, don't get mad when other men are looking at your situation because they see you causing the problem, and they don't partake in saving you. And I hear this in the black community about black women are not being protected. They're not being protected. One of the reasons why black women are not being protected is because of situations like this. And most of the guys are just saying, hey, my name is Bennett, I ain't in it. My name is Bennett and I ain't in it. Because at the end of the day, women, you definitely need protection. But in order for you to be protected, you got to get rid of that mentality that y'all don't need a man. It don't matter if you don't need a man to function, because that's impossible. Most of the stuff are being made and invented by men. That's not even being misogynist. That's just stating facts. But if you want to continue to do this I'm strong and independent, I can handle my business, take care of myself, boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. Do your thing. But keep this in mind. If you don't need a man, do it all the way. Otherwise, you just lying to yourself. But you know what? That's just me. If you like what you heard, hit the like button. If you dislike what you heard, there's a dislike button. Comment. Give me your 2 cents. And hey, you can disagree, but as long as you're not disrespectful, you're all right with me. Subscribe. Share this video. Let's continue this conversation. And who knows? One day we may end up being live. Till then, it's your boy P-Lot, aka the Brick Slinger. Make sure y'all get that Man of the Construction on all the digital outlets, from Amazon to iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, you name it, it's there. YouTube is there. As always, continue to sharpen one another. Support the kingdom. Take care and God bless. Laborers.